welcome back. In this one, we're going to try to draw a neuron or a nerve cell. So we'll start off with the head of the neuron, go to polygon tool and make a polygon of 6 sides, that is a hexagon. And for the time being, I'm just gonna put off the color, the fill color. Just let it have a stroke color of gray, and I'm going to rotate it so that the pointed end comes to the top and the bottom. So when you hover over the corner, you have this curved arrow, and you can click and drag. But another quirky way of doing it is hold the shift key on your keyboard and then click and drag so that it rotates at 45 degrees at once. Okay, and you have it at 90 degrees, which is having the top and the bottom where you have the pointed ends. So that can be the head. Now for the stem of the neuron, you can just draw a line at the moment, a really big line, maybe up to here. And the dendrites also could be lines for the time being, and we'll refine them later on. So I'll also put some branches so that when you refine it, it looks like the dendrites with branches. I'll put it from all the sides. Maybe you can play around with the length of the lines so that it looks a little bit, organic. Right. So this could be the dendrites. I'm gonna make this once more. I'm gonna put this at this angle so that it looks good. Alright, so now we'll do the same thing for the axons, the axon terminal. Draw a few lines over here and connect them to the main neuron body. And there you have the axons. It is looking very crude at the moment, just a line diagram. We're going to refine it slowly. Now we'll start off with the dendrites. All right, so select them all and deselect the head and the stem. Now you have all the neurons selected. Okay, now go to the effect panel and come down to the distort and transform option, where you have the zigzag option inside the distort and transform. If you remember, we have done this when we're drawing the DNA, and this will make zigzag lines out of the lines you already have. So make them smooth and reduce it to a very low number, like maybe 2 or 3. This and this could be 2 as well. Okay, now it's okay. Now this is all right, but these are all parts right now. This is not an object. So to make them into objects, we need to go to object and click on expand appearance. Okay, now these are objects, and we can put fill and stroke on them. But right now we need to refine them. Before that, we'll do the same thing with the axons. We'll do it later. First, let's refine the dendrites. Okay, so what I want is this line, the end of this line to be at the tip of this edge. Okay, and one more thing which I forgot to do, I'm going to show it to you right now. If you see the edges of the lines, these are straight and these are kind of squared. Okay, I don't want them straight or squared. I want them to be rounded. So again, I'm going to select all of it and deselect the stem and the head. So how do you deselect? Just hit shift and left click on the objects that you want to deselect. That's all. And now you go to the appearance panel, and you have the stroke over here. And in the stroke, I don't want you to mess with whatever we have right now over here. Just click on the word stroke over here, and you have this panel. If you remember, we did this when we were drawing the nucleus. So now you have the cap. You can make it to round cap, and this will be rounded, I guess. Okay, so you cannot see it right now. If I zoom into this a little bit, you can see the edges. You can see the edges rounded. Those are not squared right now. All right, so now with that being done, what we want is we want the edges to match up with this with the edges of the head. So to do that, select any of the lines and go to and grab your curvature tool and just click on these points. I'm going to zoom in again a little bit so that you can see properly. These are the points where the curves are being made. So you click on one of the points and just put it there, and this will align it to, this will merge it to the edge of the head. Second one. Okay, now you have to hit escape, otherwise it's going to continue drawing the line. So you hit escape, take another line, put it here, escape, go up. You already have this, we don't need to do anything about this. Now go to the other one. If you're imagining how am I shifting the canvas like this, it's like you have to hold the space bar, the hand appears, and then you can click and drag, left click and drag. So this will move the canvas around. All right, so again, line, take this, bring it here. Okay, escape, line, take the point, bring it to the edge, escape. This is already coming out from the main line, so we don't need to do anything. Go down. Maybe I'll fast forward this because you've already seen this once. This is repetitive, redundant. So to save some time, I'll just fast forward this. So here we go, fast forward now. All right, there we go. We have proper, the dendrites properly aligned to the edges of the head. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the axon terminal. Again, select all of them and deselect line. Go to the effect, distort and transform, zigzag, smooth, and make this to 3, this to 2, and hit OK. Right, so now we can go to the stroke, make it round cap, and we can go and select object, expand appearance, and this is going to be an object right now. Right, and we're going to do the same thing, align it with this line. All right, so I'm going to fast forward it again. So here we go. All right, there we have it. We have aligned it properly onto the line. Next thing, what we want to do is we want the ends of the axons to be a bulge kind of thing, a rounded kind of thing, a teardrop kind of thing. So I want this. I want a little bit of a small teardrop or raindrop kind of structure over here, so that it, that's what you see in the pictures of the neurons. If you can Google it out, you'll see it has got a little bulge over here. So to do that, we're going to use a new tool that I'm going to teach you. Select the one that you want to make the bulge on. Go to this tool. This is the width tool. Grab it and just click on this point and start dragging. Okay, so this is going to increase the width of the line. All right, now to make that bulge, just go a little bit from the end, click and drag on the opposite side. Okay, so that you have that bulge. So there you have it, teardrop kind of stuff. Go to the next one. We'll do it again. Just zoom out a little bit. Okay. Okay. Point. Grab and drag. Go up. And go to the opposite side. Alrighty. Next one. Grab and drag a little bit down, go to the opposite side. There you have it. Two more. Drag the opposite side. And a little bit of there. Last one. Sorry. Grab and drag the opposite side, and you have it. So now if I zoom out, you can see it has this, this bulges at the end. Now one more thing that I want to do is I want to expand this. This is right now a path. I want to expand this and make it an object. So expand. I just want to go with the stroke. Okay. Next I want to increase the stroke to something around 4. All right, and the stroke, the fill, I want to put a fill both this and this to be something of this yellow. And I think I have to expand the stroke as well and fill as well. Okay, so this stroke has to be, the fill has to be the same color as this, and the stroke can be 1. Okay, so there we have it. Now what we can do is we can pull this up a little bit and we can merge these two. You select both of them. Either you can go to the Pathfinder and click on Unite, or you can go to the Shape Builder tool and merge these two. Okay, so just merged. I don't know what is this. I don't know what is this. Okay, something had come up which I don't want, so I'm going to delete this. All right, now you have the axon body. Now I want to merge these as well. Okay, let's go to Object, Expand Appearance, and select both of them and unite. Okay, first I need to put the color. Okay, so fill of orange, then we unite. Right. Okay, guess that's okay. Next, I want a nucleus over here. So for that, I need the ellipse tool. Just draw a circle and put it in the center. Make it a stroke of gray. Give it a fill of blue, maybe. Change it to something lighter. And I also want this to have a stroke of gray. Okay, and I'll decrease the size of the stroke. Now, what we can do is we can make the swan cells on the body of the nucleus. So for that, you can use the rectangle tool. Okay, so you draw a rectangle like this. Change the fill, something green. Go to the color guide and make it something lighter. And I'll pull these handles so that it has rounded corners. Once you're done with that, you can just copy paste it or duplicate it. Okay, hit shift when you're dragging. I mean both alt and shift, so that it is being dragged in a straight line. All right. And once this is done, I can put some nucleus on the swan cells. Right. So over here. Okay. Now it is at the back of the swan cells, back of this object. So I want to bring it in the front. So I've told you the shortcut before. If you remember, it is Control Shift and either of the square bracket. So the forward square bracket is for bringing it to the front, and there you have it. You can just duplicate it. Okay. Now you have the swan cells as well. All right. So I think this is all that we need for the nucleus. For the neuron, and you can customize this according to what you want. But this is kind of like the basic structure of a neuron. Maybe you can draw a muscle over here. That would be a neuromuscular junction, and you can depict your, illustrations and graphical abstracts. Need it be. So yeah, that's how you draw a neuron, a nerve cell. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.